What's up, everybody? It is your boy here, Controversy. And today, guys, we're going to be reacting to the Kendrick Leaks by Anthony Fantano. As you guys know, there's been a lot of Kendrick Lamar songs out on the internet right now. And yeah, they've been out for a while. And yo, before I get started, shout out to my man King Kunta because I got those leaks that I put on my channel, the Kendrick Lamar songs, those 4 songs, Somebody, Gotta Love Me, Prayer, and Guilty Conscience, I got from King Kunta. So go check him out, man. I got that from him. You know, don't be thinking that I'm that I made these because I didn't, you know. Shout out to King Kunta, man. But yeah, guys, and you can see that he's on the video. But yo, man, guess who's in this video, man, besides King Kunta, man? Let's get him, man. Let's check this out, man. Holy shit, man. Okay.
Hi, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, the internet's busiest music nerd. It's time for some thoughts on some leaks.
Shout out to King Kunta.
There are some semi-fresh Kendrick Lamar leaks that have been bumping around the internet for...
I'm one of them. I put them out as well as King Kunta, but you know.
A little bit now. I have been getting a lot of asks to give some takes on them. Prayer. Somebody.
Oh my gosh. Let's go, bro. Guess who ended up on this video, man? Your boy Controversy, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. Oh my, bro, I'm telling you, man, when I was I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. When I uploaded those leaks to my channel, I didn't think they would get as much traction as they did. I really didn't think they would blow up. I really didn't. I wasn't, and I wasn't even thinking, like, I actually ended up on this dude's channel. Like, bro, that is insane to me, man. I ended up on this man's channel. 1.18 million. How the heck did I get on this channel? Oh my, it's just crazy to me, bro. Me, like, what? Holy shit, man. Like those leaks got a lot of traction, man. Those are sitting at like 44,000 views right now. They keep going up, and I swear, man, if you guys looked at my phone right now, I'm blowing up with comments right now, man. And I haven't even, like, I've only read a couple of them. There's like 90 hundreds, like fucking 200 comments in there. I don't know, man, but I find it crazy. Like, I actually ended up, it's just cool, man. It means a lot, man. I ended up on this man's channel. It means a lot, man.
Gotta Love Me.
Shout out to Anthony Fantano, man. I love this dude. Love this man.
From what I understand, is Kendrick Lamar's cousin. But
oh yeah, baby. Yeah, Baby Keem. Yeah, yeah, I've heard of that. Yo, I've actually heard of that man. Baby Keem. Isn't he like a basketball player? I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Pretty interesting that we have tracks here, which I'm sure will vary in
bro,
style
look at
and
me
quality.
there, man. I just can't
take in, and
I'm sorry, bro. I can't believe I ended up on this man's channel, man. It's truly an honor, man. Shout out to Anthony Fantano, man. I love you, bro.
No, just see if
love you, bro.
We're hearing maybe a rough idea that could develop into something else into the future. And hey, even if these tracks end up being...
yeah, and I actually kind of started going crazy. There's like people that were on my channel saying, yo, I'm here from Fantano. I'm like, wait, what? Wait a minute, like, I was in the video, and that's when I was like, oh shit, I ended up on this man's video. These people are coming from his... Yo, man, I'm just telling you, man, shout out to Anthony Fantano, man. Again,
leftovers of some sort.
All right.
Kendrick has had a pretty fantastic discography so far.
Facts.
I'm sure his spoils across each creative war in his discography thus far will be enjoyable to listen to.
Oh, hell yeah. Yo, Gotta Love Me is actually one of my favorite
I do want to
songs.
give a shout out to our sponsor in this video really quickly, the good people over at The Ridge. They make these nifty, awesome metal-plated minimalist wallets that fit nicely in your front pocket. Replace that disgusting bulky leather wallet today with this bad boy. And yeah, use promo code MELON when you hit the link down below and get 10% off. And that's all you got to do. Let's start off these tracks because we have several to go through, beginning with the song
King Kunta.
Prayer.
Shout out to King Kunta, man. Like I said, guys, I got all those leaks from him. Shout out to King Kunta. Go check him out.
Okay, like that one quite a bit. First off, instrumental, killer, fantastic blend of 70s.
Yeah, Prayer is definitely a very interesting song. You know, I'm like, yeah, and definitely shout out to all the people, man, in the comment section, because you guys are like You guys really got into the music. You know, I loved how everybody was like giving their own thoughts on the music. I think that was amazing. I still got a lot of comments out there I have to read, man, but yeah.
It's funk and soul, really elegant, gorgeous. The pianos and the chord progression
actually
are beautiful. Like, this is one of the most beautiful instrumentals Kendrick Lamar has ever been on top of. But really,
yeah, what I noticed about most of the leaks I was getting, you know, of course they're leaks, they're not top-notch quality, obviously. Towards like half of the song, the instrumental starts getting a little bit weird, and then it comes back to normal. But you guys have to understand that these are leaks, and some of them are even like not even from this year, according to what you guys said.
Really what ends up stealing the show is Kendrick's lyricism and the narrative. The whole thing works essentially in 3 parts. The first 2 pretty much being point of view narratives. The flow is very laid back, so there's that emphasis on that storytelling and making sure you feel every word, every thought, every sentence. The first verse seems to be from the standpoint of Michael Jackson, which at first might throw you off because Kendrick says from this point of view that he was born a certain year, which is not the year Michael Jackson was born, but I think he's referencing instead the year almost that he was born in the
Oh, okay. Yo, because you guys, that's why a lot of people are saying that he was talking about Michael Jackson. Oh yeah, of course he was talking about Michael Jackson. I'm so dumb. I remember that now. Okay.
That he was born a certain year, which is not the year Michael Jackson was born, but I think he's referencing instead the year almost that he was born in the public eye. And he sort of builds Mike up.
Right there, he's saying that he was born to be like as great as he is now. You know, like in that song, Kendrick's admitting his greatness in a way. According to Fantano here, man.
And talks about his iconography and talks about his background. And then he begins to creep in these thoughts and these points about how flawed of a human being he was, which I thought was certainly refreshing, considering that his views and lyrics expressed on Jackson in the past have not been super nuanced and have come off a little one-sided. And then in the second verse, he talks about MLK.
You guys also have to note that Kendrick Lamar is heavily influenced by Michael Jackson as well, man.
A similar light, talking about the significance and historical importance of his I Have a Dream speech, and then going on to talk about the man's infidelities. And they're 2 very well-written and moving verses. Whether or not the messaging and concept of this track as a whole works, I think really depends on your own point of view, but like, the intentions of what he is attempting to do here are very clear. Then with the third verse, which I think Kendrick uses to try to tie things up, he begins giving what I assume are just his own thoughts on artistry, morality, creativity, critics. I think maybe it's a little over the top on his part to paint the stakes as being like the same between Michael Jackson and his detractors, MLK and his detractors, their flaws, their triumphs, and whether or not Kendrick or other music.
So right there it's like, you know, Kendrick is talking about MLK, Michael Jackson, kind of the flaws that while admitting they're great, he also talks about the flaws. It admits his hero's flaws while also admitting that he has flaws himself. And like, that's also like not the first time Kendrick has talked about that's like not the first time he's talked about, you know, his flaws as well, because he knows even as the great artist that he is, he has expressed that, you know, there could be times when he maybe might mess up and you might not believe in him anymore, kind of like he talked about in that song Mortal Man and to pimp a butterfly. So yeah,
musicians today are being too harshly critiqued or boxed in by not just professional critics, but by people in general who have an opinion.
Like you, bro. Like
which, again,
you, Fantano.
I don't think those things are entirely analogous.
I
number
love
one.
Fantano.
And number 2, I mean, Kendrick Lamar, the critics love Kendrick Lamar.
You love Kendrick Lamar, Fantano. I love Kendrick Lamar. Kind of like how I love Eminem. Kind of like when I criticized and just completely trashed his Revival album. I mean, we all know that album was garbage, you know, but besides the point, I feel like if, I hate something, if I don't like something my favorite artist does, I'm gonna say it, just because he's my favorite artist doesn't mean that I won't like everything he puts out. It's like we all have an opinion. Fantano has an opinion.
Like, for sure, all artists out there have gotten negative criticism, but for the most part, Kendrick Lamar is beloved, respected,
definitely,
by fans and critics alike, to the point where I think
right
people
there,
even read a little bit too much into a lot of what he does and see things maybe that aren't there because they assume everything
leaks,
he does
bro.
is so genius. There's 5,
went,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 layers to it. Which, at the end of the day, it's art. It's open to interpretation. You're free and entitled to interpret Kendrick's stuff any way that you would want to. And what I'm saying in this video,
that's the beauty of music and hip hop, to like have an opinion and to like be able to express what you think of the music without necessarily being entitled to not have an opinion, I guess. I think that's like the beauty in hip hop, to just kind of go in and analyze the music, discover the meaning. That's what I'm saying. When you guys were like having your own interpretations or making your own interpretations of the leaks, I was like, damn, I was like just impressed on how deep you guys were going in, but damn.
It was just my interpretation. It's just my opinion, y'all. But I do think Kendrick puts forward some decent points here in terms of separating the artist from the art, separating the flawed human being from what might be their best moments or their well-intentioned thoughts and ideas. And finally, I love the ending words of the track where he says, just so you know, the earth is just a rock without the voices of art. Sincerely yours, which is a sentiment that I entirely agree with. And the sentiment as well in the track that, look, just because somebody makes some great art does not mean they are a moral person. Don't expect the highest echelons of morality from that individual, especially when they're in a position where they are so tempted and given so much power and influence. On top of it, these people, these celebrities, figures, whether they be in the fields of politics, art, what have you, they're not gods. They're flawed individuals that make bad decisions.
They're human
so far
beings,
as Kendrick is making that point,
end.
I entirely agree. And I think this track is sort of an effective vehicle for that idea, and a beautiful one. While it was a little rough around the edges, sonically and recording-wise, I guess I expected that. But
it's
with
a leak,
some
bro.
more
It's
grooming,
a leak.
I mean, to me, this track
Obviously,
sounds
leaks
like
are not the best sounding
ready for
when
an
they come
album.
out.
Loved it. Very impressed with it, and wouldn't be surprised, and would enjoy hearing it in some other capacity at some point in the future. So there you go, Kendrick Lamar.
Managing social media campaigns with Monday.com is easy. How easy? This easy.
Prayer. Next.
Look, I'm not gonna get YouTube Premium. I'm not getting YouTube Premium. Fuck that. I don't. You guys can enjoy the ad
At some point in the future. So there you go, Kendrick Lamar. Prayer. Next track I want to take on here is Kendrick Lamar, Somebody.
Yo, man.
Let's give this one a listen and see what it has to offer.
Bro, you have the main man out here listening to what I put out, man. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Okay, Somebody. This track was a lot rougher, a lot shorter,
Definitely.
a lot more to the point.
But that long, actually, I like that song. I know that you guys had a lot to say about the leaks. Definitely how the production, it's not mastered as well. I agree with that. It's definitely not. I mean, they're leaks, like I said, I got all of these from King Kunta. Go check them out, man. Somebody, that was a song that was my favorite, He's it's definitely a BLM inspired track. He's like, I wish I was somebody other than myself. Thus, he's like putting himself. Kendrick is like putting himself in the mind of a black man in America, saying, and with everything that's been going on, it's like he wishes he wasn't black in a way. He wishes he wasn't tortured by the police, racially profiled because of his skin. Yeah, but Somebody, that song is definitely powerful, and with Kendrick's flow, it's just the perfect combination, in my opinion.
And thematically, I caught a lot of the same ideas as I did on the song I just listened to from a more introspective perspective, I suppose, with Kendrick, I guess, talking about this rock in a hard place that he's caught in, the fame, the attention, all of that, and the
also
temptation,
that, I guess,
the negatives, the downsides that comes with, which again is something that he has spoken about at length.
All right, I agree with what Fantano's saying, but I feel like it's more BLM related in my opinion. Obviously not just because of the fist, but I don't know. I feel as if it's more than just not wanting to be famous.
Before, whether it be on TPAB, whether it be on Damn.
TPAB.
But it seems like, at least in this moment, lyrically and vocally, it's potentially getting to him a little bit more. Like he seems like, I mean, he literally says on this track he'd rather be somebody else. Now, this kind of thing, you can't just hand over what Kendrick Lamar has built over the years. You can't just give it to another artist and be like, okay, now it's you. This sort of vision and expectation of Kendrick,
takes work to be at the level that
presumption of Kendrick is going to follow him probably for the rest of his life and the rest of his career. The fact that he continues to make,
but now that I'm actually kind of watching him interpret this, I kind of I'm wrong in a way saying this kind of BLM related. I mean, it is, but not really. When he's like saying, now I'm actually kind of starting to realize, maybe Kendrick was saying how he wishes he was just like a normal person. Maybe he wishes he wasn't famous. There's definitely some negatives to being famous, I guess. Yeah, damn. Yeah, now I'm actually starting to realize that Fantano's right, actually.
Music that is this personal and conscious and thoughtful is probably only going to raise those expectations higher. I'll say that the vocals, the rapping, and the singing both come off very dejected. The mix is very rough. I would say it's even rougher, like the batch of sounds here are more skeletal and not very finely mixed in such a way where the quality is worse than like Untitled Unmastered. Not to say it's unlistenable. It's certainly.
And like the thing is, when a lot of you guys heard that song, you guys heard of that, and you guys were definitely coming at me, this sounds like Untitled Unmastered. You like, I thought it was interesting how you guys were comparing it to Untitled Unmastered. Leak the album that contains like songs, unreleased music he never put out, and also how you were comparing it to TPAB and Section 80. I thought that was very interesting to see that.
Listenable. I mean, not the best Kendrick Lamar song I've ever heard, but certainly emotionally impactful.
Yes,
because of what I think he's putting out here. Next, we have the song "Gotta Love Me."
Gotta Love Me, man. I actually like that song. That's actually one of my favorites, in my opinion. When I first like the beat, I love that like synthesized, produced beat. Like when you press play, the beat just comes in. Like it just hits different, in my opinion. But
let's give this a listen. I know some of
you guys
here,
didn't like it.
I gotta say, I think this is my least favorite of the three. I thought the beat kind of lacked.
You guys also, when a lot of people definitely on the comment section of that song, you guys definitely didn't like it. I personally enjoyed listening to that one. But like I said, once you get to like maybe half of the song, the quality starts getting weird a little bit, the audio. But like I said, guys, it's a leak,
Texture, groove, the eerie synthesizer layers were kind of cool, but outside of that, I thought like the pacing was really underwhelming. Kendrick Lamar's delivery was very subdued to the point where I thought it took the wind out of the track. Maybe a song this low key would sound more interesting in the midst of a track list where it's kind of an interlude or a low key moment building off of something else, or a narrative potentially. And I am seeing a bit of a narrative theme amongst all of these tracks so far. Let me also note, this is the moment where Baby Keem came through and appeared on the track.
His cousin,
and he kind of popped on for the very low key refrain on the hook. I wouldn't say he kind of made or broke the track, though. I think Kendrick could have easily done this, chorus, and it would have been roughly the same in terms of outcome. And given what he's been saying so far about anguish, temptation, materialism, not just on these tracks, but in his career at large, this is a song where he is really going down that road of self-indulgence and saying, I've done this, you gotta love me, I have this, you gotta fuck me, I get sassy.
Basically saying how, and that song is basically talking about all of his achievements, how he won Grammys, he's gotten money, he has great music, and how basically saying how the world has to love him because of the work he's put out, and being sassy, like Fantano said.
I have this, I flex, but it's very low key. It's very depressed. Clearly for him, all of these feelings are coming from a place of darkness and a place of void filling. I get the intention. I get the message. I get the angle that he's going for. I just feel like he has more or less expressed these thoughts already on more compelling tracks. The more I think about it, it's kind of funny how earlier he was talking about, oh, the critics, you're penning us in, you're doing this, you're doing that. And it's like, dude, you are literally circling around. I'm not telling you to rap about this stuff. These are not the themes I'm telling you to address again and again.
And some of you guys said that, I don't know if it was this song, but you guys were talking about how Kendrick was canceling cancel culture. Thus he was like going at the critics for, you know, building a culture that kind of that's entitled in a way to reject an artist because he doesn't, you know, he doesn't have a good album, or he doesn't, you know, like if he drops an album, you guys are gonna cancel him because it's trash, or because he hasn't spoken about the BLM, which Twitter, you guys canceled Kendrick for that, and I'm never gonna forgive you for that. In my
honestly, not that I wish for you to move on to something else. That's not what I'm begging for. That's not what I'm asking. So yeah, gotta love me. It's okay. Didn't blow me away or anything. Maybe in the fully polished version, it would be more exciting. But as of right now, as it currently stands, the basic ideas, the baseline concepts that are being delivered here aren't exactly blowing me away. But generally, I thought these tracks were intriguing. Let me know what you thought of these tracks. Yeah. Did you love them? Did you hate them? Why? What do you think I should review next?
All right, hold up. All right, guys, that is it for this video, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed checking out what Fantano had to say about the Kendrick leaks. And also, man, you know, like I said, man, shout out to Fantano, man. It was an honor to for him to check out the leaks that I put out. But also big shout out, man, to King Kunta, because like I said, I got those leaks from him. If you guys want I would say if you guys want, you know, maybe more leaks from him, definitely go check him out, you know, subscribe. I have some Kanye West leaks actually from his Donda album, so comment down below if you guys would like me to put those out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.